We're here in the state's order to modify child support and confirm arrears. Judge, the only issue is which parent would be ordered to cover the health insurance. If I could read the terms of the proposed order and then take testimony.
You may.
Thank you, Judge. The order takes a child support judgment as of April 30th, 2025 in the amount of $2,567.66 to be paid at $63 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. Judge, there's no medical support or dental support arrears. As far as the modification, there's one child before the court. Mr. Augustine does not have any other children. So his child support obligation is set to 20%. Judge, if Mr. Augustine is ordered to cover the health insurance, the child support would be $401 a month. If Ms. Walker is ordered to cover the health insurance, the child support would be $411 a month. Judge, due to the minimal difference between the two parties agree on either of those numbers. Whoever is ordered to cover the health insurance is what is at issue. Court costs would be as billed to Mr. Augustine. And Judge, both parties are requesting non-disclosures. And that is the extent of the order.
You may call your first witness.
I'll call the mother. Ms. Walker, can you state your full name?
Nicole Walker.
And Ms. Walker, did you hear all the terms of the order that were stated to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you understand all those terms?
Yes, ma'am. I just had one question. When you look in the Texas Attorney General, as of today, he's behind 2775.96, not 2567.
Okay. You understand that the order is taking a child support judgment as of April 30th, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so as of that date, his child support arrears are $2,567.66. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in agreement with that amount as of that date?
Yes, ma'am.
And you agreed Mr. Augustine should be ordered to pay it at $63 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, as far as the health insurance is concerned, you want to be ordered to cover the medical through your employer. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You currently have your son enrolled through health insurance through your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
And that costs you about $46 a month for him?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's medical insurance only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why do you not want Mr. Augustine to be ordered to cover the health insurance?
Because in the best interest of the child, I've been carrying it for like the last year and a half when he didn't have it. And I explained that when we were in the breakout room. Regardless if I have a job or not, I want to make sure that our child is covered, and I have been covering him.
Okay, because in the previous court order, Mr. Augustine was the one ordered to cover the health insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that coverage, basically it lapsed or ended, and that's when you picked up the coverage through your job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how long was that the coverage for your son basically ended, where he wasn't insured through Mr. Augustine's job?
At least a year and a half.
Okay.
A year to a year and a half.
And you are not asking for reimbursement for Mr. Augustine for you to cover the insurance through your employer?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else you want the court to know as far as your reasoning for wanting to cover the insurance?
I just feel like in the best interest of the child, like I don't have the luxury to quit my job to start a business or to quit my job and go to school. I have a priority, and our child is my priority. So I feel like as far as holding the insurance, I've never had it lapse. I've been holding it for a year and a half. I just feel like I'm the more reliable parent, and it's in the best interest of the child that I hold the insurance.
To your knowledge right now, does Mr. Augustine have y'all son covered on his job also?
I don't know. That was one thing I was going to ask you while we were in the breakout room, like the paper that he actually sent to you, what is the effective date on it? Because he has not given me a card, nor has he explained to me that he has insurance on him.
Okay. And you are requesting a non-disclosure of your address in the court order?
Yes, ma'am. I don't want it on public file.
Can you tell the court why?
I just feel it's safer that way.
Do you have any safety concerns between yourself and Mr. Augustine?
No,
Do you have any other cases in our office where safety is at issue?
no, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
You may call your next witness.
I'll call the father, Mr. Augustine. Can you state your full name?
Augustine.
And sir, did you hear all the terms of the order that were just stated to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand those terms?
Correct.
With the exception of who's going to cover health insurance, you're in agreement with the terms and believe that they're in the best interest of your child?
In reference to coverage, other than me covering on insurance, other than that, everything's fine.
Okay. And as far as the medical, you want to be the one ordered to cover the medical and the dental through your employer. Is that right?
Vision, correct.
Okay. And you currently have your son insured through your job?
Correct.
Okay. It's medical, dental, and vision.
Correct.
And you're paying $48 a month for all three of those for your son. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. How long have you had him covered through your employer?
I started back in May 2024, and it's been on my insurance ever since.
Okay. And so prior to that, there was a lapse of coverage because you were not employed or not working for that year frame that Ms. Walker just talked about?
Correct.
Okay. But now that you are working, you want to be the one ordered to continue to cover the insurance?
Yes, given the previous order, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you or have you provided a copy of those insurance cards to the mother, Ms. Walker?
I sent a copy through the email, and I also sent some other document. I did not see any reply from her, so I'm assuming she just probably didn't want to acknowledge that. But I do have it.
Okay. Is there anything else you want the court to know about your request to cover the health insurance?
As far as I think I was ordered to cover him on insurance since the previous order, May 13, 2013, and it hasn't lapsed since up until when I didn't have my employment. And then once I approached her with the situation, and she said, "Okay, well, don't worry about insurance. I will cover him," because I was looking at other options to get insurance for myself and him. And she said, "Don't worry about insurance. My only concern is the child support." That's okay. Don't worry about it. I will be paying out of my pocket, which I did. But eventually, since I couldn't find an employment in the area I was looking for, it took longer than it had to. But once I started a job, he was back on the insurance immediately after that. And it's been on insurance ever since, on my insurance ever since. So I think she's probably just doing it for one person to go. It had nothing to do with being responsible or not.
Okay. And you're also wanting the non-disclosure of your address, Mr. Augustine? Mr. Augustine, you want a non-disclosure as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why are you requesting a non-disclosure?
About the same reasons. I mean, my information being on public records.
But you don't have you don't have safety concerns with the mother?
I do have an issue, but it's not in reference to what we're here today. It's a different issue, which we will discuss it in a different time. There's a pending case on that, so we'll discuss it at a different time. So we're just dealing with this right now.
Okay. Does your pending case have any safety concerns reason why you're requesting the non-disclosure?
Likely, but it's okay for right now.
Mr. Augustine, does your pending case deal with a third party or is it against Ms. Walker?
Her in particular.
Is it a criminal case, Mr. Augustine?
No, it's about visitation, and which should we bring that up at this point?
Okay. No, you have filed a pending motion concerning visitation of the child in this case.
Well, she filed modification. I responded and also filed a counter counter petition.
Okay. Okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Then I'll accept the agreed portions of the order, make the agreed portions of this order the order of the court. I'll order Dad to maintain private health and dental insurance through his employer, and both non-disclosures are denied. Ms. Walker, Mr. Augustine, you can both carry health insurance on your child. If Mr. Augustine is ordered to carry, Ms. Walker, you don't have to drop yours. Mr. Augustine's will just be primary and yours will be secondary. That means he'll be 100% covered. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as far as the non-disclosures, neither one of you has given me any legal reason to order a non-disclosure. Non-disclosure is usually for people who have safety concerns. You guys don't have any safety concerns. And so if I order the non-disclosure, then you don't have to tell the other party where you live. And you have a right to know where your child is going to visit, Ms. Walker, and Mr. Augustine has a right to know where his child lives. Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now that I've made my ruling, I'm not the last word on this. You have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. This is out of the 301st District Court. That is Judge Mary Brown. She might have a different opinion from mine. Now that I've made that announcement, does anyone have any questions?
Hey, Judge.
No, ma'am.
All right, then thank you both for appearing here today and you're both free to go.
Thank you.